Hey, we're Diet Cig.
And you're watching Austin
Austin
Underground.
Hi guys, I'm Erin here with Austin Underground, and today we are joined with Diet Cig at their sold-out show at Sidewinder. How are you guys today?
So great.
Good. Awesome.
A little cold.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cold here in Austin. So you guys are actually about halfway through your last tour for your debut album, Swear I'm Good at This. And I was wondering how that's going, how touring's going so far.
It's been
Great.
amazing.
It's been awesome. We've been doing this tour as a 4-piece for the first time, and it's just been really fun.
Yeah.
Are there any different elements that are better or maybe worse as a 4-piece?
I think it's all better for sure. I think we get to add harmonies that exist on the record that we couldn't do live before. We get to add the synth lines, and the bass kind of makes it feel a lot fuller.
Yeah.
And it's just been so fun, especially having our friends on stage with us, because it used to be just the two of us, and I'm up there by myself, and Noah's back there by himself. So now we're kind of all in it together, which is really fun.
Okay, sweet. And on this tour, have there been any fun moments or I guess tourist stops you've done, or on any of your tours? I know you guys have gone with a lot of other headlining tours, so.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we've had a lot of fun stuff this tour. We did not last night, but 2 nights ago we played in Tucson, and the venue was connected to this really cool haunted old hotel, and so they got us rooms. I know, it was
so
crazy.
Yeah.
They had karaoke downstairs, so we finished our show, and they had a big fun DJ dance party in the room we had the show, and then karaoke in the lobby. So we all did karaoke and had a big dance party, and then at the end of the night we went into the rooms, which were so creepy, and tried to use a Ouija board and have a seance, and to no avail. There was nothing there. I think one of our friends was moving it, and I was take your finger off, you're moving it too much, and then there was nothing. So, but it was really fun. It was one of the rare times we all three bands get to hang and have a bunch of fun together, outside the shows.
Have there been any specific bands that you've loved touring with so far, or maybe you haven't toured with but you really would like to in the future?
Love touring with Spook Schools. This is actually the second time we're touring with them.
And Great Grandpa.
And Great Grandpa's been great. Honestly, every tour we've done has been really great.
We're at a point where we're super lucky that we get to handpick the artists that support us on tours. And we've been lucky enough to have incredible people available and excited to go on tour with us. And the past year we've toured with Daddy Issues from Nashville, and they're amazing. And Sports from Philly, or no, Remember Sports.
Remember Sports, yeah, they choose me.
And Lisa Prank from Seattle, and just bands that we love, and getting to see them play every night is just the dream.
Awesome. And I know you guys are really big about live performing, and you have such a great energy out there. I was wondering if there's any live performers that you've been with or just seen that really kind of inspire that energy every single night, or you kind of emulate, I guess, on stage.
That's a good question. I feel there are a lot of bands when we were starting that I saw that were crazy, Diary Planet, we played a few times. They have a crazy live presence, there's just so many guitars, and they're all rocking out real goofy, climbing up the stage. And so watching them do stuff like that was really cool and exciting. And honestly, even Great Grandpa, Al, who is the vocalist, has such an amazing stage presence that's less about moving around and more about their energy and their emotion on stage. That's been really inspiring, because I move around a lot, but I'm really inspired by especially vocalists who can evoke so much emotion in the performance. Yeah, and so they've been really inspiring on this tour, watching every night.
Now, going a little further into the side of music inspiration, I mean, what inspired you guys to become musicians? Are there any defining moments or artists that kind of started it all for you, or kind of drive it forward, I guess?
I guess my dad's a drummer, and he built recording studios, so I was just around it from the get-go kind of a thing, and he just it was never pushed on me. It was just always available. It was there was always a drum kit, there was always a guitar or a bass or something laying around the house, and he just he still gigs and he still plays, and it just I don't know, just made it easy for me and made it fun. And so I think he's my biggest inspiration for playing.
Yeah, I feel I didn't realize that I could be in a band even until I went to college, and that's when it really clicked for me, when I started seeing DIY shows and other kids like me making music without having any formal training or music background. And so seeing bands Frankie Cosmos and like Radiator Hospital, like seeing them perform their songs like in college was like super inspiring because like their songs just really resonated with me, and they were all very like simple yet like extremely poignant and just like really like catchy and fun. And I was like, I want to do this. And then I met Noah, and Noah was kind of like, yeah, let's do it, and he really made me feel like it was an attainable thing. Like I was like,
kind of happened.
yeah.
Awesome. And just so, I mean, you guys are obviously super passionate about music, and it's worked out really well for you guys. But are there any other things you guys are pretty passionate about, or just like to do in your free time? I guess.
Yeah, I like to make stuff, like build stuff
Like
with my
crafting,
hands,
like
with my yeah, like a lot of handiwork, like in paint and stuff like that. Basketball, I love playing basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a huge NBA fan,
Yeah.
like hardcore.
yeah.
I like to cook like a lot, and that's like the one thing on tour that like really makes me sad is I can't really cook that much. Love cooking when I'm home. I like love reading about like chefs, and like I think if I were gonna do anything else other than music, like I would love to go to like culinary school or something. And I do like a lot of crafting as well, like a lot of like embroidery and like weaving and like other like weird little crafty things while we're home.
And I bet like going on tour and stuff, you go into all these cities which you just have like their own food staples and stuff.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
eating on tour. It's the best
I was
part.
about to say like Austin has like some pretty amazing food and whatnot.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay. And just before we wrap it up, I know your debut album's been out for almost a year now, correct? Yeah. So I was wondering if you guys are working on any new music or kind of generating anything new.
Definitely like in the works, but we've never actually like sat down and was like, this is the start of the new.
Yeah, I think
But,
after
like,
this tour is like when that will happen, where we're gonna like we have time like kind of set aside to like write the new record and like start thinking about where and when we're gonna record it and like all that stuff. Like we definitely have like the wheels turning,
Yeah,
but
we're
like
definitely ready. We definitely feel
nothing
ready
Here
to
and
do
there, but
another.
soon it'll all come
Yeah.
Yeah,
together.
we just haven't had a chance to just like sit down.
Yeah.
And, like talk about it.
And like, if this new album comes about and whatnot, are there any like new places you want to go or see that you haven't toured yet?
Australia.
Australia,
I think that would be the big
Japan,
one.
Yeah.
Mexico would be cool.
Mexico, South
yeah.
America.
South America.
Like Brazil.
Their fans are so passionate.
That's
Oh,
what
we
yeah.
get so many come to Brazil
Oh my
Facebook
God.
comments.
From everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, awesome. Well, we will definitely look out for it. Again, this has been Diet Cig. You can catch them out across all social media. We're going to link it in the bio below. And make sure to follow ATX Underground on everything as well, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Woo. And again, this has been Erin with Diet Cig. See you next time. Bye.